Hi and welcome to Winners Corner. This Saturday we have V75 finals at Åby Racetrack in Gothenburg. It's a nice, quite open round with great sport, of course. But before we indulge in the Åby races, we should just shortly mention, Harry, the fantastic Prix d'Amérique race we had last Sunday at Vincennes, Paris, France, with the beautiful Bellina Jocelyn who won. What did you think of her performance?
What a nail-biting finish. You couldn't ask for better. This is what harness racing loves and why it is so fantastic. We see here that great filly, and look at the pomp and circumstance. My goodness, she deserves it. She's behaving like a queen, the queen that she is. She's the queen of harness racing. No question, no doubt about that. I feel that Reedley Express, who won the race the previous year, a phenomenal performance from him. And when you actually can go past the line with 3 horses, one of them a favourite, one of them second favourite, and one a 90-to-1 shot. That's what harness racing is all about. Is there's always a chance, and it's not over till the fat lady sings.
Beautiful race, Prix d'Amérique, and we leave it with that. And instead, we start to focus on the races on Åby this Saturday. And we start in race 6. It equals the second leg in the V75 round. It's the Class 2 final over full distance. And for the third time in a row now, Harry, you are going to recommend us to place a win bet on Victory Top Line number 2 here. He hasn't won this far this year. What has made you so convinced that he's going to win it this time?
I think he's got a much better draw this time. He's struggled with 2 very bad draws. And also I accused Jorma Kontio, the great Finnish driver, who I love very much. I said that he played that terrible tactical mistake in Solvalla 2 races back. Last week's race, he also had difficulty with a bad draw. But, you know, the horse that I show you now winning is just unbelievably good. This is a horse that's going to go straight to the gold division. And, you know, he's had a few hiccups. But tomorrow you can go to the payout queue and collect your money early. That I promise you.
All right then, so we start off for also this Saturday with a win bet on Victory Top Line number 2 in race 6. We make a jump to race 8. It's a V75-4 and it's a big field with 15 horses divided up over 2 tiers. Full distance, circular start. What have you found for us here?
Yeah, I've gone for Adrian Kilgeni's Rushmore Face. It's really been very noticeable how stable Kilgeni is starting to now come through and have winners every day. They won last evening in Åby. The stable is getting back to top form, the form that we expect. They've had a rough time with the illness and viruses, but now suddenly his horses are one after the other starting to produce results. And I think Rushmore Face is a very good win bet. At any rate, it's a rather good proposition.
So we have a win bet here in race 8 on horse number 8, Rushmore Face. We make another jump now to race 11. It's the last leg in the V75 round. It's a silver division, full distance. And number 3, Disco Volante, seems to become the favorite. But you think that we'll see another horse crossing the finish line first here?
Yeah, it's a horse that is always a fighter. He fights all the way to the line. He tends to like Solvalla because he's had 2 really good wins from outside the leader, and that's not easy. Ole Rolls, Peter Ingves, they know each other well. They're at Åby this time, and something that really makes it worthwhile is that it's open stretch. And even although Disco Volante, I think, is an absolute hot candidate to take the lead, he's going to set a fairly good pace. And this is going to suit Ole Rolls all the way. And he doesn't have to go outside the leader. He's got that chance of taking a place behind the leader and take him down the open stretch. No, I'm sorry. Ole Rolls, you're going to get good value for money. He was favourite last time. He let us down. But I'm still saying he's in good form, he's got a good driver, he's got a good chance of taking home this at pretty reasonable odds.
So we have a win bet here in race 11 on horse number 10, Ole Rolls. And race 11 is also one of the 2 races included in the daily double. And if we look at your system, Harry, we can see that you stick to Ole Rolls in DD2 and bank him. And in DD1 we have the gold division. 2,140 meters, 9 horses now on the starting list since number 1 On Track Piraten has been scratched. And you choose 2 horses, number 4 Dante Bocco and number 9 Sorbet. Please explain why these 2, Harry.
I've chosen these 2. First, Dante Bocco. stable Kilgenie that I mentioned earlier back in form. The distance may be a little long for Dante Boko, but I think he still has an outstanding chance of taking the lead here and dictating the way to the finish line. I like Sorbet, who I tipped last time, and he really turned up and paid at the end. Number 10, Zenith Brick, I would have loved to take, but 3 combinations, no. I think it's enough with my banker in the last. 4 and 9 with 10.
And this means that we have 2 combinations on the daily double this Saturday. We have a nice, challenging V75 round ahead of us. 7 races to solve, and let's take a look on how Harry does it. You've chosen 2 bankers, Harry, and we've already talked about number 2, Victory Topline, in the second leg. So tell us now instead of the banker in the first leg, number 11, Southwind Fedgy, in the race for mares, circular start, 3 tiers, and she's on the third one. How will she win this race?
This is, well, because she's got class. She was bought by Karl-Erik Bender and brought over to Sweden for breeding purposes, but they decided to race her, and you know, the story was fantastic. She had a long line of victories. She then had a little layoff, and over this distance, with the same kind of a handicap, she's won on 2 occasions very easily. She's back in form. I watched the race very carefully last time. This is a winner and knows where the winning line is. I have no doubts that Michael J. Andersson, who drives for Per Hedberg, who trains Southwind Fedgy, is going to be there at the finish line and is the winner.
All right, then. V75-3 is a race we haven't touched yet either. It's the bronze division final, and 5 horses stick out from the rest. And these 5 are also the ones you enclose on your system. But which one of these do you hold as the most likely winner?
I think it's Showtime. Zaz with Niklas Westholm has really produced. 2 Dolan Springs, Stefan Söderqvist is all the way there. Hawcliffe, really, how many times have they backed him? He's had every chance. He's a fighter, but he just hasn't had luck his own way. So I really think that Hawcliffe is the best of my choices there. Juan favourite with Joachim Löfgren. I think I've done well enough spread here to stay alive.
V75-5 is the other race to go through, and it's a Class 1 final. And you've chosen 4 horses here. How safe should we feel now with these 4 horses?
Well, Sebastian Journey is a very capable customer with Jorma Kontio. Reverend One, well, I'll be raising my glass for that. And I think, as I say, you can't leave out what I've gone for a few times and shown really good form. Short-handed Jog with Bjorn Goof. Some people say short-handed Jag. Well, it could be a Jaguar as well. And then obviously number 8, Haran Boko, Conrad Lugauer, stable in phenomenal form at the moment.
All right, then. Anything else you would like to say about your system, or?
No, I think I've got a fairly balanced system. I'm a little sensitive at the moment. I think I've done well with the daily doubles. I've done well with the Quinellas, done well with the win and place. But I've got to get a V75, and I want to do it this time.
Well, let's keep our fingers crossed, and that this system of 900 combinations is enough for Harry to get 7 correct this time on V75. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for watching. And of course, you find much more information about Swedish trotting and horse betting at our website, swedishhorseracing.com. And with that, we wish you the best of luck with your bets now to Åby Racetrack this Saturday. Bye-bye.